I am both saddened and excited at the same time to be playing the show. Saddened because Garaj Mahal is closing. Excited because I just saw what is at the Ninjaplex now, and it's going to be awesome. This show is a benefit for that. There's a donation bucket in the back. I'm going to guilt you out about it all night. But yeah, seriously, thanks everybody for being here. It's really cool to see a bunch of people I've never seen before. I used to live here, so coming back just in time to give it a true Viking funeral, burning the whole place down. That's not true at all. All these songs are about feeling awkward about literally everything. I don't know if anybody's felt awkward before. I'm so used to biting my tongue, and I didn't notice us growing up. I'm finding places to be lonely in the moments I feel safe, and we've grown so far apart, sometimes not far enough. Lines to highway lines, that road goodbye. I'm always in a state of leaving, and also just driving somewhere. And I know someday I'll be looking for a place to call my own, with a broken coffee table, some rips in the wallpaper, with a leaky roof and a wobbly ceiling fan. But for now, I'm gonna keep on moving right along. Thanks. Woo! Cool. This song is about going on tour. I feel like every musician who's ever touched an instrument, whether they've been on tour or not, has a song about going on tour. So this is my generic stab at that overdone motif, if I can remember how to play it. Thanks again, everybody, for being in here. That's super cool.
have 5 minutes, and you don't give me 5 minutes.
That's right. Punk time's dead. And at this rate, I'll be dead soon too. Jesus. Yeah, seriously, thanks again for being here. Would you guys be okay if I read something, a story about going on tour? It's in this book called Tour Sucks. Is it okay if I read that?
Yeah.
So, watching some dude with a guitar, it's kind of boring sometimes, so I'm trying to make it more interesting. I have a little story time here. This book's called Tour Sucks. It's a whole book full of terrible things that have happened on tour. My story is on page 31.
Woo!
Yeah, 31!
Is it one of those books where you get to like...
Choose your own adventure?
Yeah!
I wish I was able to choose my adventure in this story, but unfortunately I was not. And since this is like story time, I'm going to sit down, possibly on this box, to tell this story.
There's an amp.
This is fine. I just live on the edge. So the story is called Guns and Gum. Over the past decade or so of playing in bands, I've been on a bunch of different tours with a bunch of different people. Sure, that stuff definitely has happened from time to time. You know, the huge arguments, breaking down twice in a day, only hours after getting the initial problem repaired. A wheel snapping off at 2 in the morning and riding to the next show Home Alone style on the back of the U-Haul, surrounded by all of your gear. But, you know, for the most part, I've been pretty lucky to not have anything super crazy happen to me too far away from home. Instead, my worst, but probably really my best tour story happened at a tour kickoff show in Atlanta. It was late October, and I had set up a big pre-fest show at Wondery, our little community art space. As per pre-fest tradition, there were a bunch of bands on the show, and since we were all headed in the same direction in the morning, I had 3 of them staying with me. Failures Union, Unfun, and Despite Everything. The show finished a little after midnight, and everyone's following me back to my house. As my car and the 3 vans around the corner onto the street, I see 2 people chatting in front of a nearby apartment complex. Since it's only 1 or so in the morning in a decently lit area, I don't really think anything of it. And besides, the house we were set to stay at was in a nice part of town, according to city planners. Foreshadowing. As all the vans are getting parked and the first few of us are getting our backpacks and sleeping bags together, I see one of the people from around the corner start walking up the street. It's a younger looking guy, and as he passes my car, I look up at him and say hello. 3 or 4 seconds later, I hear a loud yell, "Give it up, right now!" And look up only to see the guy who had just walked by brandishing a pistol above his head. At this point, only the Failures Union guys and myself have really completely gotten out of our vehicles, so it's the 4 of us against this gun-wielding teenager. First, the man walks up to their drummer and puts the gun to his temple, screaming for him to surrender his wallet and any other valuables he may have. He hands his wallet over immediately and gets smacked twice in the forehead with the butt of the gun. Not satisfied yet, our newfound pal quickly shakes down the rest of Failures Union and gets another wallet. Now it's my turn. At this point in my life, I didn't own a wallet, and I still don't. I just crinkled up money and held it in my pocket. At this point in the week, I also didn't have any money. The guy puts the barrel of the gun to my head and starts screaming in my ear, "Give me your wallet right now!" I try to tell him I don't carry one, and he keeps getting increasingly angry. Eventually, I empty my pockets. "Listen, all I have are my phone, these keys, and a pack of gum that you can have." Apparently dissatisfied with my choice of chewing gum, the guy smacks me with the barrel of the gun. Surprisingly, I guess because I was already in shock of the whole situation and all the adrenaline I had, getting hit in the head with the barrel of the gun really didn't hurt that bad. To play it safe, however, I crumpled to the ground, clutching at my forehead. Not being able to tell what was going on, Despite Everything and Unfun had begun to get out of their vans. Upon 8 people emerging out of nowhere, the gunman appears to be taken a little aback, runs over and starts waving the gun in everyone's face. As he confronts one member of Despite Everything, he is told, "We are from Greece. We have nothing for you." Despite Everything was a band that was on tour from Greece. And at the show, they were making fun of all of us. One of the bands showed up with their gear in the back of a pickup truck, and Greece is always in this state of dishevelment in terms of government, and there's constant protests, and they were like, "Oh, you guys are big babies here in America. Yeah, we put things in the back of a truck in Greece, and it's gone in like 10 seconds, you big babies." So, anyway, we're from Greece. We have nothing for you. Again, displeased with this response, yet another head gets popped with the butt of the gun. Around this time, a black sedan speeds around the corner where I first saw the folks talking only a couple minutes before. The gunman jumps in the car, and they immediately reverse down the road, so we can't see their tag. At this point, I'm laying on the ground bleeding. The Failures Union guys have made their way mostly behind their van, and everyone else is still kind of standing around wondering what just happened. When all was said and done, the mugger wound up getting 2 wallets with a total of about $60 in them. Both of the people robbed were American, so no passports went missing or anything like that. I also got to keep my pack of gum. I felt really terrible after everything happened, mainly because not 30 seconds before this all happened, I had just told the bands it was totally cool to park on the street, and we've never had any problems before. But you know what? We could have been murdered, and we weren't. So now the best thing to do is laugh about it. For months after the event, instead of waving when some friends saw me, they would make a gun sign with their fingers and say, "Give it up!" Others came up to me over the entire fest weekend and bopped me on my swollen head with their fingers. I guess the morals of this story are: 1. Tour sucks, but friends make it better. 2. Always have a variety of chewing gum on hand. 3. If you're ever being mugged, just tell your assailant that you're Greek. And 4. I never have any money, so mugging me is useless. Please don't do it. Thank you for choosing me. I'll try not to stutter as bad next time. So this song is named after a zine one of my friends wrote. It's called Dear America, I'm Lost. Let me see. Capo goes here. You got plenty of time to smoke a cigarette. Yep, here we go. If I remember how to play it. It's a slow jam. Well, I've got scars from a life. Oh gosh, I've got scars from a life. How does the song go? There we go. I was putting my finger on this string, which sounds like garbage instead of that string. I've got scars from a life well lived. I've got this beating heart that never quits. It always says you could be doing more for yourself. Could be doing more for everyone else. Dear America, Jake's lost, and I think I might be too. Trying to find myself, sweaty faces, broken guitars, and instrument cables. And I just got more lost when I tried to rebuild the ways we used to laugh, how we used to talk, all the little things before it all dropped off and we got so tired, feeling bad, feeling worse, feeling broken, feeling cursed, crooked smiles and broken teeth. Hope I never have to repeat the past years of my life. That was right. Chili. Well, let's trade back the fashion for the passion, and let's reignite the sparks that fuel the flames of something bigger. Thanks, that was good. So this next song is about how losing your friend sucks, whether they moved, they died, they went down a path you didn't follow, whatever the case may be. Losing your friends is terrible. It's something that no one wants to have to deal with, but it does happen. This song is kind of about how instead of rethinking about all the things that went wrong or the things that you did wrong or you think were awful, instead of smashing your hand in that big pile of broken glass trying to fix it, that's not going to do anybody any good. You have to kind of pick yourself up, move on, realize that not everything's your fault, and hope for the best from there on out. And that explanation is longer than the whole song. So after all these years, I've learned you can't save anyone. Just love them and don't be scared when it's time to let them go. So this one's for all our dead friends and those we'll never see again. Never in times and lives so hard to describe all the feelings inside our heads. So here's to all the punk rock dreams and never knowing what to call our home. But hope it never changes things to wish all you want. Well, let's pause and change that we're striving for. That can't be store-bought. I've done a lot of growing up over the past few months. So where are you now? Cause I know where you've been. Where are you now? Cause I know where you've been. I'm smoking. But hope it never changes things to wish all you want. Whoops. I can never bring back the dead. Thanks.
Woo! I lied earlier. I think that was my favorite.
Dang.
What is the truth? Yeah, dude.
Truth in general. Capital T truth, little t truth.
Right?
Cool. So I have 3 really quick ones left. This is the first song on a record I recorded in November that's coming out hopefully next month. Again, I told you I'd pester you about it all night. This is a benefit for the Ninjaplex. It's super awesome. Can't wait to see what happens with it. There's a donation bucket over there. I will accost you later. I've been watching each and every one of you. That's not true at all.
See the fire outside?
Yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
They heard about not actually burning the place down, right? They did hear that.
Right. Viking funeral, not actually. But, you know, what happens, happens. It'll be less to move. Okay, but yeah, this song is the first track on a record I've got coming out. It's about how... It's about being bummed out and then realizing, hey, I don't suck that bad, and trying to work through that and realize that you're not actually like a miserable human being all the time. But sometimes you are. I don't know. I try so hard to be everything that I don't amount to anything these days. I'm gonna love the speed of love and not the speed of light.
Yeah.
recognizes a line from the first Home Alone movie. Also very deep within this song is another line from the first Home Alone movie. I don't have any prizes.
Oh, we do have a prize. The raffle.
Oh yeah, so the prize. This is the king. You will feel like a king or a queen sitting on a wonderful throne. So if you can tell me what the line from the Home Alone movie is, somewhere very deep within this song, you win a sparkly pink toilet that is outside. There may be some contents in it already, but you win it and you have to take it. So good luck. But yeah, this song, I thought, like in this stupid way, I was like, oh yeah, I was watching Home Alone whenever this came on, and I thought this line was like, I don't know, I figured Look What You Did, Little Jerk would be a good name for a song. And then later on, you know, as in like 3 years later, sitting on the couch this past November, one of my housemates turned on the Home Alone movie, and I realized, oh my god, like this song totally matches up with the whole theme of the movie. Which, if you haven't seen it, even if you have, brief précis of it. Kevin McAllister, he's a kid in his family, he's kind of the runt. He gets picked on by everyone in his family. And eventually he makes this wish. He says, you know what, I wish I never saw any of you guys ever again. And then it happens, and he's so distraught, and like he just feels awful about it. So I realized, years after the fact, writing this song, that I am sort of like Kevin McAllister in the sense this song is about wishing so bad for something to go away, and when it does, you really, really miss it, and you really regret making that wish. So it's kind of it's weird how sometimes the song writes itself and you don't even recognize it until years later. But yeah, I've got this one. Good luck winning the toilet. And then I have to follow suit. I wasn't going to play the next one tonight, but everybody's done a cover song. I'm going to end with a cover song. But this one, I'll Look What You Did, Little Jerk. It's in no way a reflection of how I'm feeling right now. Maybe a little. Too old to be afraid, but sometimes I get sick of being alive. I spend every day thinking about the could have beens and all the things that I will never be. I wish I could put them all down on paper, but I've made a lot of mistakes. They say that home is where the heart is. My home is stretched all over this country. My heart is beating fast, but we're constantly missing all of the people that I love the best. It's taken 23 years to get this far, but now what do I have to show? The scars on my wrist, a couple bad tattoos, and a collection of baseball cards from 1998. 1,000 notes that I will never send. I was a burnout at 22, but I guess that's just the way that these things work. And most nights I just wanna die, but I'm scared of all the things that I might miss. I'm just so scared of all the things I'm gonna miss. It's a bummer song into a happy cover song. Seriously though, before I play this final song and you guys can finally either go to a bonfire, make a donation, I don't know, hang out, do whatever you want. I do want to say thanks so much to Tim and everybody else that has made Garaj Mahal such a wonderful possibility. This is one place I lived in Greenville for about 8 or 9 months and had a mostly miserable time, but this was one place where it kind of felt like home, which is really great. So in a sense, places like Garaj Mahal, they're few and far between. So everybody's lucky to have this space, and soon the Ninjaplex, which is going to be so awesome, which you should make a donation for in the back. But to me, this is, for all the freaks and the weirdos and the people who get called names, this is kind of like church. It's where we come and we're a community. There's a creepy offering plate in the back where I keep telling you to put money towards a new cause. It's kind of like church in the sense that, unlike the traditional church where some of us are against our religion, just based on who we are. This is somewhere we can all gather together and everybody is cool. So nobody here is the dork. We're all the dork.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that's super, super special. I know it was one place where this helped make Greenville feel like home, even though it left on a sour note. So this is me kind of turning it around, ending it on a good note. And thank you guys so much for taking it back. Thank you guys for being a part of that. This is a song by a band called The Weaker Thans. Thanks again. Measure me in metered lines and one decisive stare. The time it takes to get from here to there. My ribs that show through t-shirts and the shoes I got for free. I'm unconsoled, I'm lonely, I'm so much better than I used to be. Terrified of telephones and shopping malls and knives, drowning in the pools of other lives. My bits too heavily on alcohol and irony get clobbered on by courtesy and love with love and lousy poetry. And I'm leaning on this broken fence between past and present tense. And I'm losing all those stupid games that I swore I'd never play. But it almost feels okay. Circumnavigate this body of wonder and uncertainty, armed with every precious failure and immature cartography. Breathe in deep before spread those maps out on my bedroom floor. And I'm leaning on this broken fence between past and present tense. And I'm losing all those stupid games that I swore I'd never play. And I'm leaving, wave goodbye. And I'm losing, but I'll try. With the last waves left to remember, sing my imperfect offering. Thanks, have a great night, guys.